Hello, Mid-Michigan, and welcome to some high school volleyball action on this Thursday evening. High school football tomorrow. Oh, boy, it's going to be a big one with 3-1 Shepherd hosting 3-1 Midland Bullitt Creek. But tonight, volleyball action in one of those nights that is bigger than the sport that's taking place out on the court. And it's going to be a good one with 14-6-3 Sacred Heart Academy and 18-1 Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Academy making the trip east, making the trip north to take on the Irish. But tonight is Dig for Life night, something that's been happening ever since I've been following stuff here at Sacred Heart Academy with volleyball, and it's all about raising money for a local charity. And Krista Davis, it's about these girls digging deep and coming up with something special and raising some money for something special. And so tonight, it's all about the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center, which is committed to providing a safe and welcoming environment that supports both children and their families, offering free prevention programs, on-site child forensic interviews, and proactive initiatives to address child abuse and neglect. And the vision, the dream of the Isabella Community Child Advocacy Center is to create a community free of childhood, sexual, and physical abuse and neglect, which I think is something we could all agree with. It is 14-6-3 Sacred Heart Academy, 18-1 Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. That's right, you're going to be hearing me saying the Irish and the Falcons a lot tonight, and also you hear me dropping Grand Rapids Sacred Heart and Sacred Heart Academy will kind of be the two ways I differentiate these two schools. Again, the Irish girls 14-6-3, 18-1 for GR Sacred Heart. But when I look at those schedules, a little bit more difficult schedule for these Irish girls. So you asked me about a favorite here tonight. That's going to be a tough one to really decide who should be the favorite here tonight. I think it's all going to come down to that first set. It's going to be a best of five. Whoever wins that first one, I think, is going to be able to go on and win here tonight because a lot of it's going to be about the confidence. But the Sacred Heart Academy girls are missing one of their key players. We're going to take a break here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. We'll talk about that, the lineups, and much more when we come back. It's Dig for Life night at Sacred Heart Academy. The Irish of Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart Academy versus the Falcons of Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Academy. Back with more right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Hi, I'm attorney Joe Barbary. Just like doctors specialize in areas of medicine, at Barbary Law, we specialize in getting you the best possible results. If you've been injured by someone else's negligence, you owe it to yourself and your family. Call our legal team. At Barbary Law, we focus on one thing, and that's getting you the compensation you deserve. Every case we take personally.
My attorney is Joe Barbary. He can be yours too.
Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant Automotive on Mission has been serving local auto shops and do-it-yourselfers since 1988. Mount Pleasant Automotive is locally owned and carries all the auto part, car care products, and auto maintenance supplies you will need. Visit them online at mtpleasantautomotive.com. Mount Pleasant Automotive, caring for our cars and our local student athletes. Bogwai Banga and Bradley on Main Street in Mount Pleasant provides uncompromising integrity when providing tax and accounting services to individuals and small businesses in the Mid-Michigan area. Bogwai Banga and Bradley has an expert CPA ready to help you, whether you're an individual that needs help with taxes or a business that needs help with, well, just about everything. Bogwai Banga and Bradley is a leader in the community and a proud supporter of local high school sports. Visit them online at bwbpc.com or stop into their office on Main Street in downtown Mount Pleasant. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes, working hard and showing pride for our community. For all of your real estate needs, go with Joe. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-817-1291. Martinez Lawn Care, just like our local football teams, can keep your yard looking good deep into fall, and we all know winter is coming. Call now to get on their snow plowing schedule. Find Martinez Lawn Care on Facebook or call them at 989-317-5536. Brickner and Bunker Farm Bureau Insurance Group is Mid-Michigan's #1 team for protecting what matters most to you. Home, auto, life, farm, business. They offer a wide variety of coverage at affordable rates. With the customer service, of a best friend. Visit Brickner & Buckner Farm Bureau Insurance Group on Pickard Road or visit them online at bricknerbunkerinsurance.com. Welcome back inside our Barbary Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. And our Gates Drilling and Service halftime, or pardon me, our Woods Household Appliance pregame show. I want to make sure I give Gates Drilling and Service much love because we don't have halftime here with the high school volleyball action. We'll call it the Gates Drilling and Service intermission. How's that sound? But it's Sacred Heart Academy from Mount Pleasant. It's Sacred Heart Academy from Grand Rapids, set to do battle here in downtown Mount Pleasant. One big missing part for the Irish. The senior setter, Marin Wheaton, is out tonight for the Irish girls. She is in a boot. Hopefully she is better in no time. So the Irish girls you'll be hearing from tonight: Sierra Wilshire, Bridget Wiggins, Izzy Rukert, Logan Novak, Karis Terwilliger, Elena Verliger, Sarah Preedom, Ava Baker, Elise Latham, Lexi Sweet, and the sophomore Addie Lay is up on a varsity from the JV to take over those setting duties from Marin Wheaton. But I'm sure Miss Wheaton has taken her underneath her wing. In the 18-1 GR Sacred Heart Academy, Alexa Harvey, Maddie Armach, Gianna Boutel, Catherine Rogovich, Mia Ugolini, Sarah Walsh, Annie Highland, Reese Lademan, and Ray Ann Hiskey are the names you're going to be hearing from the Falcons of Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Academy. Irish girls out there warming up right now. Thanks to more of our great sponsors, as I mentioned. This is the Woods Household pregame show. Also love going out to Barbary Law, Gates Drilling and Service, Bill's Custom Fab, The Bird, All-American Grill. It's usually the post-game show where I go there, but I went there actually earlier before the game, got myself a bird burger to get ready for this one. Also much love going out to Clark Modular Homes, Weefridge Financial, Woods Household Appliance, Brad Malley Drilling, and Malley Construction, along with J&J Auto, Balotco Pools and Spas. I make the joke, heating up. It's heating up in here like a Balotco Pool and Spa with a pretty packed house for Dig for Life Night, benefiting the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center. And again, one of those nights that things just a little bit bigger than volleyball, so everybody wants to perform great here tonight. As far as high school football goes, tomorrow night, Mount Pleasant hosts Bay City Central, Ithaca hosts Hemlock, Clare is at Ogama Heights, Shepherd hosts Midland Bullock Creek. That's where we will be. Sacred Heart Academy is at East Jordan, and Beale City is at Houghton Lake. Beale City, Ithaca, the Mount Pleasant Oilers, all still undefeated, 4-0 on the year, and will be favorites going into their games as well. Big-time test in the Jack Pine for Clare as they go to Ogama Heights, and the Shepherd Blue Jays as they take on Midland Bullock Creek, who bested them 24-0 last year in Midland. So that's going to be a big-time matchup tomorrow night for the Shepherd Blue Jays. It's also Hall of Fame night with Mr. Walt Berry and the crew. We will be there for that as well. Plan is to go live tomorrow around 6:30 or so. See if we can get the microphones hooked up just right to make sure everything sounds really, really good for Hall of Fame night at Shepherd. More love going out to our friends. Our Barbary Law Studios are built by Konwinski Construction. Shout out to Weber Brothers Sawmill. We'll be talking about the timber of the game this evening, who's playing best in the front line. The Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assist to the game will also be something we'll be talking about. Usually talking a lot about Marin Wheaton in that one for Sacred Heart Academy, but it'll be Addie late tonight. Also, much love to ENS Graphics, Mount Pleasant Automotive, Bryce Updegraff, and Joe Wentworth, Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates. Our friends at Mount Pleasant Public Schools, hiring bus drivers. They also need subs and parapros. Those bus drivers, they have full bennies, paid training. Kind of get to make your own, well, you don't get to make your own schedule, but you know when the buses go. That would be your schedule, obviously. And so a pretty cushy schedule as well. To get started being a bus driver, getting on that training, go to mtpleasantschools with an s.net. That's mtpleasantschools with an s.net. I also love the Martinez Lawn Care, Beauvoir, Bang on Bradley, Powell Frame and Collision, Dick Silva Auto Sales, Brickner and Buckner Insurance Group, Balak Electric, The Diner, WW Construction, All Seasons Fireworks, Pier Plumbing, Hang by a Thread, along with GNS Mechanical. Going to take another break here on our Woods Household pregame show. When we come back, it'll be just about time for First Serve National Anthem. It is the Woods Household pregame show. It's 14-6-3 Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart Academy versus 18-1 Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Academy, but I think even some of those Grand Rapids girls might say this could be one of their biggest tests of the year, going up against a team that was all the way in the state semifinals of D4 last year in these Irish girls. Back with more of our Woods Also pregame show right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Jenna Gates.
And Kyle Gates here. We are the 5th generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years. We have all seen this sticker, maybe in Mount Pleasant, Beale City, Ithaca, or Traverse City. There is a reason you see that sticker everywhere. That's because Dick Silva Auto Sales has been selling sharp used cars and trucks for 3 generations. Stop in to see the Silva family in downtown Shepherd for your next low-mileage, immaculate car and see why they're known for over 40 years of fantastic customer service. Or you can view their inventory now at DickSilvaAutoSales.com. Dick Silva Auto Sales, selling sharp used cars and trucks and supporting sharp student athletes. Powell Frame and Collision knows we all spend a lot of time looking out the windshield. So if yours gets cracked, dented, damaged, or destroyed, Powell Frame and Collision, along with their expert collision service, now offers expert auto glass replacement. Working with insurance, they can replace all makes and all models, including new advanced driver assistance system windshields. Mention you saw this ad and you can get $100 off of your windshield replacement. Powell Frame and Collision, downtown Shepherd. For over 4 decades, ENS Graphics has delivered confidence, trust, and peace of mind by providing their customers with expert service and using state-of-the-art technology. We all know in sports, what's on the inside counts the most. But when it comes to your business, school, organization, what's on the outside does matter. If your business needs anything printed, ENS Graphics can do it. If you want your club, team, organization to look good, ENS can help with that. They take your vision and make it their mission. ENS Graphics, a proud supporter of the Mid-Michigan community and their local athletes. Visit ENS Graphics at their location down in Ithaca or visit their website at esgraphics.com. ENS Graphics, printing all things physical.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Right now, things are getting ready for a prayer here with the 2 Christian schools and the national anthem. So we're going to send it out again real quick here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network and our Woods House pregame show. When we come back, first serve, Grand Rapids Sacred Heart, Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart.
Hey guys, it's Tanya from Clark Modular Homes. I'm here to talk to you today about who we are and what we do. Clark's opened in 1983 and has been centrally located right here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. We have one of the largest display centers with around 12 to 15 homes on display all year round. We have a fully experienced staff. We also have an in-house project manager who can pull our permits and coordinate our job from start to finish. We are proud to have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We are our own contractor, making it a one-stop shop for you for your home building needs. As the owner would say, we can do it all.
Brad Malley Well Drilling has proudly served Mid-Michigan since the early 1990s. We are family owned with 3 licensed drillers and over 100 years of experience. We specialize in 5-inch PVC water wells and systems ranging from 2 to 12 inches. Every well we do includes a 5-year warranty and 1-year parts and labor guarantee. We are available 24/7 and you'll always talk to a real person. Call Brad Malley Well Drilling today for a free estimate. Trusted service, generation after generation.
Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes. Blockco Pools and Spas is Mid-Michigan's #1 pool and hot tub destination that will turn your old space into your #1 destination. From delivery of a full pool for the family to the relaxing hot tub for after work for mom and dad, Blockco Pools and Spas does it all. Stop by their showroom on Remus Road to check out their beautiful selection of hot tubs and learn how you can build the pool of your dreams.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Pure sportsmanship is the most important thing in high school sports. When it comes to your home or business, Pure Plumbing just might be the most important thing. If your plumbing isn't pure, don't worry, no one needs to see the other angle. For Pure Plumbing, call 989-644-8928 or visit mipureplumbing.com. Block Electric Company in Wademan has been powering Michigan for over 30 years. There's no job too big or too small for Block Electric Company, like an entire school or something simple at the home, like making sure the outdoor lighting, thermostat, or ceiling fan is installed professionally. Block Electric Company is a proud supporter of local schools and high school student athletes, learning skills in and out of the classroom to lead our communities tomorrow. Good luck to all student athletes from Block Electric Company, and go Aggies.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back inside this Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Starter is being introduced right now. Well, I guess everybody being introduced right now for Cigarette Academy and Mr. Andy Latham, so we'll do it again. The Irish girls, you've got junior Sierra Wilshire, sophomore. Number 3, Bridget Wiggins, Sierra Wilshire rocking number 1. Number 9, libero, senior Izzy Ruckert. Number 12, oppo hitter, senior Logan Novak. Number 14, junior middle hitter, Karis Terwilliger. Oppo hitter, sophomore, number 15, Elena Verlager. Defensive specialist, junior, number 16, Ava Predom. Miss Ava Baker. Defensive specialist, senior, number 24, Elise Latham. Right side hitter, junior, number 27, Lexi Sweet. And then the setter tonight for the injured Marin Wheaton will be number 28, the sophomore, Addie Lay. And yes, that is the Irish girls out there in the light blue, not the usual red that you see, as it is a Dig for Life night here at Sacred Heart Academy. These youngsters putting together their minds, doing some cool things to raise some money for the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center. It's kind of so special to see these girls kind of go above and beyond and something a little bit bigger than themselves, a little bit bigger than volleyball, team up and are able to do that. So here we go. Sacred Heart Academy versus Sacred Heart Academy. Grand Rapids versus Mount Pleasant. I guess I'll make the joke that I wish Mount Pleasant was growing like they say Grand Rapids is, but then might lose a little bit of that small town feel as well. On the serve for the Irish girls, it's going to be the senior libero, Miss Izzy Ruckert, who is wearing the white tonight. And it's your boy owning everything, including the camera tonight, so I'm going to do the best that I can to bring you the fast-paced action of high school volleyball. Here comes the serve from Miss Ruckert. It's a good one. Chance for Grand Rapids Sacred Heart to set something up. It's blocked at the net, but it's going to go out of bounds. Point goes to Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. I tell you what, Sacred Heart coming in at 18-1. You wonder what the execution will look like right off the get-go. Woo, boy, they had a chance. Set themselves up there. They did so. 1-0. Falcons with the lead. Here comes the set from Addie Lay. It's going to be missed time by Terwilliger. They try and just get it over the net. Point will go to the Falcons. Yeah, and that might be a little bit of the early doing there. Marin Wheaton, Terwilliger a bit more on the same page than Addie Lay and Terwilliger as they just played together some more. This one's going to go out of bounds off the hands of Verlager to the back wall. 3-0. A great start for Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. And I had a feeling that whoever got off to a good start in this game might be able to carry some confidence all the way through. You got two really good teams. 18-1 GR Sacred Heart, 14-6-3 Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart. That serve is going to sail long. Point to Sacred Heart Academy of Mount Pleasant. It's 3-1 Falcons with the lead. Substitution coming into the game. It's Sarah Predum coming in. She'll be on the serve. In the lineup, she replaces Lexi Sweet. Serve from Predum's a good one. It's going to be an ace. Diving to try and get it. It was a great effort from Gianna Boutel, but she just was not able to get there from the back row. Comes the next serve here. Sent over. Mishandled a bit. Free ball opportunity here for the Irish girls. Lay sets up to Williger. She hammers it home. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Bill's Custom Fab fabrication of the game stuff right away. Lay lines up to Williger, and she absolutely clobbers it home. 3-3, we're now tied up, the Irish, the Falcons. Falcons try to set up something at the net. It's blocked. Falcons are able to keep it alive. Chance for the outside hitter going cross court. Ruckert is there. Look to set up to Williger in the middle once again, and she hammers it home. It was blocked at the net by Reese Ladyman, but it was just too much power from Terwilliger in that big right hand as it falls for a point for the Irish. They now go up 4-3. A little 4-0 run here from Sacred Heart after starting off down 3-0. Another big play at the net. This one's going to be blocked by Mia Ugolini this time for forward tie. These two teams feeling each other out early. Some big plays already between these two squads. Serve is going to get sent over. It'll go out of bounds. 5-4 the Irish up. Substitution, Bridget Wiggins is coming into the game. She will replace Logan Novak. Wiggins is now on the serve for the Irish girls. Setter dump there from Grand Rapids. Irish girls are ready for it. Play from Verlager here. Nice dig from Grand Rapids. Now another play opposite side of the court. Blocked at the net by Terwilliger. Play here is blocked once again. Nice dig from the Irish girls. Lay looking to set up something at the net. Terwilliger tips it over at the last second, but I think they're going to say she went into the net. It's a really athletic play right there, and Lay sent it up towards the front of the net, trying to set up her teammate. Terwilliger came in, tried to tip it over at the last minute, but I think ultimately went into the net, thus the point going for the Falcons. 5-5 the score. Irish girls chance to set something up here. Going for the hit is Verlager. Play at the net. Nice block from Terwilliger. GR keeps it alive. Ruckert. Lay looking to set up Terwilliger. She hammers it home for the point. Terwilliger in her middle hitter spot right now has had a couple big-time hit kills. It is 6-5. You think about that Weber Brothers Sawmill timber of the game. That's the type of play you're looking for right there from Karis Terwilliger, who's now on the serve for the Irish girls. Play at the net from the opposite side. Nice dig from Verlager at the net. Free ball opportunity here for Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. They set it over on the dump. Addie Lay looking to set up Verlager here on the near side. She hammers it home for the point. Big time smash from Elena Verlager, and the sophomore Addie Lay setting up her teammates very nicely as you think about that Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assist of the game. Terwilliger remains on the serve for the Irish girls. Sends it across. Play right at the net. It's going to go into the net. Point for Sacred Heart Academy. 8-5, the Irish girls go up. They were down 3-0 real quickly here in set number one. JV team was victorious 3-0 over GR Sacred Heart. Terwilliger lining up the serve, standing all the way back on the out-of-bounds line for basketball, or just beyond at the baseline where it says Sacred Heart. In the red, wood flooring, green outline. Here comes a serve from the junior. Play right at the net once again, and again, they're going to say GR Sacred Heart Academy went into the net. Tough play for Ladyman. It's a really good serve for Verlager, and when Ladyman's going after, it's pretty much underneath the net when she's trying to set up one of her teammates. 9-5 the score. Serve from Verlager. Another good one. Near side here, it's blocked at the net. Great job keeping it alive out there by Sierra Wilshide. Ground ball there. Irish girls able to handle it. Verlager with the kill, and she'll get the point. No, somehow GR Sacred Heart keeps it alive. Leigh looking to set up her teammate. Wilshide tips it over, looking for the donut hole play. It's not there. Now a back row attack from Sacred Heart. Nice dig from Terwilliger in the back row. Verlager looking for the attack. It's going to go long, out of bounds. Point will go to the Falcons. But some great play right there on both sides with that rally. 9-6. Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart ahead. The Irish girls in front. Now libero up for the serve for GR Sacred Heart. She's going to get credit for the ace. Beautiful location there from Alexa Harvey. 9-7 the score. GR Sacred Heart this past year, Sacred Heart Academy boys bested them in 8-man football action in the playoffs. It was their first year of a football team, and I think the school's not even been around for 10 years. And so a very impressive start for this young school. 18-1 Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Falcons. They get the point there. We're now at 9-8. Nice serve, comes over, play at the net. Keeping it alive is Leigh. A little punch over that time by Wilshide. She'll get the point. Great job by Sierra Wilshide. She didn't necessarily have a play to make it, so she just kind of punched it over the net. And as the coaches say, you just keep the ball off the ground, keep sending it back to the other side, and eventually good things are going to happen. 10-8 is the score. Addie Leigh, the sophomore, on the serve for the Irish girls. Sends it deep. Trying to set up teammate at the net. Nice dig in the back row by Bridget Wiggins. Verlager now going for the smash. She's blocked at the net. Addie Leigh looks to set up her teammate on the far side. It's punched over. Oh, and what a play it was from Lexi Sweet to the back corner for the point. Sometimes you don't need a lot of power. Sometimes you just need the touch. You need the location, and that's what Sweet was able to do right there. A sweet play from Lexi Sweet. Addie Leigh remains on the serve. 11-8. The Irish girls up here in set number 1. Leigh's serve is going to go long, out of bounds. 11-9 now the score. On the serve, Gianna Boutel. Might have been a little long, but Wiggins keeps it in. Leigh looks to set up her teammate Sweet. She tips it over. Beautiful diving save from Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. But now a chance for Verlager to hammer this one home. It's dug out. Opportunity on the far side here. Leigh to Ruckert. Now a chance for the play from Sweet on the far side. She hammers it home. Lexi Sweet with back-to-back points for the Irish girls. They're up 12-9. Wiggins comes out of the game. Coming in for her is Logan Novak. It's Novak, Sweet, Wilshide, Terwilliger on the serve right now, and also out there is Addie Leigh and Izzy Ruckert for the Irish girls. That one goes long. Point to the Falcons, 12-10. Again, it's Verlager, Ruckert, Novak, Sweet, Leigh, and Wilshide out there for the Irish girls right now. 12-10, they lead it here in set number 1 against 18-1 Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. These are two teams that could definitely see each other in the D4 Class D playoffs. Play from Novak, cross court for the kill, and she gets it. 13-10, Irish girls go up. Wilshide out of the game, Terwilliger back in for her, so let's reset it. It's Terwilliger, it's Lexi Sweet, and it's Logan Novak across the front row. In the back row right now, it's Elena Verlager, Izzy Ruckert, along with the sophomore Addie Leigh. Should also say the sophomore Verlager out there as well. On the serve now, Izzy Ruckert. GR tries to make a play cross court. They're going to get the point. It wasn't a nice setup, but Catherine Rogovich made it happen nonetheless. 13-11 now our score. On the serve for GR Sacred Heart is Sarah Walsh. Irish girls just going to have to send this one over on a free ball here. An opportunity for Sacred Heart to set something up. Oppo hitter looking to make a play. It's going to be right on the line. Point, well, they're going to say it's out. Point will go to the Irish. Substitution coming into the game on the serve will be Sarah Predum. She is replacing Lexi Sweet, who just had a nice little stanza there in the front row with a couple points. 14-11, Irish girls lead it here at set 1. Nice serve there. Not really a play for GR Sacred Heart to make. Possible free ball here for the Irish girls. Terwilliger set up in the middle. It's blocked at the net. but it doesn't matter as she clobbers that volleyball for the point. 15-11. Terwilliger continues to make big-time noise in the front row for the Irish girls. Wiggins with the serve. Play at the net's blocked by Terwilliger, but it's still good for a point for GR Sacred Heart. Nice job with the hit kill there from Reese Ladyman. 15-12 is the score. Irish girls on top of the Falcons. Verlegger with the dig. Lay. Now it's sent over by little miscommunication there between the Irish girls. That's not going to make Coach Davis happy. 15-13 the score. Coach Davis with a quick instruction for her crew. Remaining on the serve for GR Sacred Heart, it's Mia Ugolini. Lay looking to set up Novak. Nice dig from GR Sacred Heart. It's going to go right across, though. Addie Lay looking to set up Terwilliger once again. This one she just kind of tips over, doesn't go with the power. Sacred Heart's going to send it long, though, on the return. Point to the Irish, 16-13. Nice read there from Karis Terwilliger. She wanted to power that one home and may have been blocked, but kind of tipped that one over the defender. Ultimately ends up getting the point for the Irish. 16-13, they lead it here in set number one. Here comes the serve from Bridget Wiggins. Ugolini looking to set up her teammate at the net. What a job by the Irish girls to keep it alive, and they send it across. Play on the far side. It's going to go into the net. Big-time hustle there from the Irish girls. No business in getting that point, but they do with the hustle. Bridget Wiggins remains on the serve. 17-13. The Irish girls trying to pull away here in set number one. Ugolini looks to set up her teammate with the serve. With the hit. Lay looking to set up Terwilliger. It's blocked at the net. Somehow she keeps it alive. It'll go long. But an athletic play there from Karis Terwilliger. Her shot was blocked at the net. Came right back across. And as she might have still been in the air from going up from the big smash, she tips it back over with a right hand. Just happens to go out of bounds. Here comes the serve from GR Sacred Heart. 17-14. Looking like a second quarter NFL score right now. Verlegger with the set dump. Ground attack there. It's going to be good for the point on the far side from Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. Nice play from Annie Highland. Thanks to more of our great sponsors here like Dance Again, Dress Consignment Shop in Wademan. If you're a girl out there, you still don't got your homecoming dress, Kara Lynch and the crew at Dance Again have got you covered in Wademan. Point there for the Falcons. Now 17-16. Falcons remain on the serve. Lay looks to set up to Terwilliger on her far side. Her smash is blocked. Big time play at the net from Reese Ladyman getting the block there. We're tied at 17 apiece. Timeout on the floor from Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart Academy and Coach Davis. We will keep things right here. More love going out to our friends. Isabella Community Sportsplex, Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, Smith & Sons Meat Processing here in Mount Pleasant. Need to go there to get me some more burger for this weekend. So much love to the Beale City Village Store, Sydney's Judges Bench and Win, Dog Central, Barry Funeral Home, Boomer's Lawn Care, Doozy's Ice Cream Place, Almost Up North and Stitches for Britches, your Clare Pioneer Gear Headquarters, Schaefer's Bait and Sporting Goods, Gross Farms and Brad Gross Electric, the Fisher Companies, Central Concrete, Central Asphalt, and Fisher Transportation, along with Kenneth Egger, DDS. And you know we're coming to you live from our Barberry Law Studios, built by Konowinski Construction. Thanks for tuning in to our Woods Household Appliance pregame show. In between these sets, we'll have our Gates Drilling and Service intermission break, we will call it. And Karis Terwilliger, one of the first points for Sacred Heart of the evening. They were down 3-0, made it 5-3, and we've been back and forth ever since. We're tied at 17 apiece now. But the Bills Custom Fab fabrication of the game, Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game, Terwilliger with some big-time smashes here in set number one for the Irish girls. Addie Lay looks to set up the aforementioned Terwilliger. She's going to be blocked, but it goes out of bounds on the Irish side. 18-17. Irish girls go back in front. It'll now be Terwilliger on the serve. Woolshide coming into the game. Terwilliger's serve is a good one. Ugolini looking to set up her teammate Ladyman. She smashes this one home for the point. 18-18 is the score. Ruckert quickly back in, replacing Terwilliger. What a back and forth match this is. You can see the intensity on both sides right now. Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart knows these girls are 18-1. I think Grand Rapids Sacred Heart knows this is one of the biggest tests they're going to have of the year, and a team that's been a D4 powerhouse the last several years. Ugolini looking to set up her teammate. They go cross court. Rukert is there for the dig. Lay now looking to set up Verlegger here on the near side. She's going to smash it, but it's going to go too long. 19-18, Falcons in front. And much love going out to our great friends. I said J&J Auto, that collision report. Seen that a few times, that collision of the volleyball. There's another one right there from Wilshide, but they're going to say it was tipped, or they're actually going to give the point there to Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. One of those confuses me a little bit, but your boy is still learning a whole lot about high school volleyball. Harvey on the serve. Dug out by Rukert, but nobody's there. Now Wilshide has to tip it back over and right at the net with a big-time play is Sarah Walsh. Walsh was ready and waiting. There wasn't much of a play for Wilshide. She just had to tip it over. Timeout coming from Sacred Heart. They're second. They don't have any more left here in this set. It's 21-18. The Falcons on top of the Irish. Thanks to more of our great sponsors here while we're on this break. As I said, Gates Drilling and Service intermission breaks, we will call it here today. Bill's Custom Fab fabrication of the game was just a great play moments ago, as I mentioned, from Walsh, but our accolades are going to go to our local Sacred Heart ladies here. And again, this is a game, you see the Irish girls out there wearing the light blue, and you're going, what? Huh? That's not red and white. That's because this is the annual Dig for Life game for Sacred Heart Academy. This year, the funds they are raising goes to the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center, where assistant coach Miss Lauren Rukert works. She had a great speech before we got started here, and crazy numbers I don't like to give, but it's true. 1 in 10 children will be sexually abused before the age of 18, and 91% are abused by someone they know and trust. So the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center, their goal is to try and eliminate all of that, and what they can't eliminate, give the kids the best education, the best help, the best counseling that they can to deal with those situations. Big time ace out there from Alexa Harvey. It's now 22-18, Falcons in front. You heard me say it in our Woods Household pregame show. Whoever gets set number one, it's going to be a big deal going forward in confidence. Verlegger saves this one from the scorer's table. It's sent over. Ugolini looking to set up her teammate. It's going to go out of bounds. Point to the Irish. She'll also get the serve back. It's 22-19. Lexi Sweet coming back into the game, replacing Sarah Freedom. It's Verlegger. It's Woolshide. It's Sweet on the front row. In the back row, you've got Rukert. You have got Addie Lay, along with Bridget Wiggins. Here comes the serve. It's going to be an ace. Just when the Irish needed it, they get it. Big-time serve from the sophomore, Addie Lay. 22-20, Falcons, set one. Comes a serve from Lay. Ugolini to set up her teammate. Kind of a counter play there, I'm going to say, but Irish girls are ready for it. Wilshide, a little tip over. Nice diving save from Harvey, but it's going to go out of bounds on the next attempt. 22-21, Falcons with the lead. Addie Lay with 2 consecutive points. I believe it is looking to make it 3 here to get the Irish right back in it. Lay on the serve. Back row. Ugolini looks to set up her teammate on the far side. Tip's going to go into the net. Somehow sent back over by the Irish. Ugolini now here to the near side. It's going to go into the net. We're tied 22-23. A little 4-0 run from the Irish girls. All coming from Addie Lay serving the ball. She's had an ace. There's been a couple nice plays out there as well. We're tied at 22 apiece here in set number 1. 14-6-3 Sacred Heart. 18-1 Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. What a first set this has been. Again, these two teams, they could see each other in the future. Regionals, state quarterfinals, state semifinals. These are two teams, said Coach Davis and the crew. You start making those trips to Battle Creek, you start to expect to make them every single year. In Grand Rapids Sacred Heart, you start off any year, any sport, 18-1. That is really, really going to lift your expectations. 22-22 is the score. Timeout from GR Sacred Heart moments ago. Addie Lay on the serve for the Irish girls. Sophomore sends it over. It's going to go long, out of bounds. So not what the doctor ordered there for the Irish girls. Now the Falcons 2 points away, and on the serve is Boutel. Sends it over with the left hand. Woolshy looks to drop the hammer. It's dug out in the back row by GR Sacred Heart, but it's going to go out of bounds. Point to the Irish. We are tied at 23 apiece. The Falcons got off to a 3-0 lead. Then it was 3-3. It was 5-5. This has been an unbelievable first set. Verlegger now on the serve for the Irish girls. Sends it cross court. They're going to say just out of bounds. 24-23 Falcons. Like the idea there from Verlegger, just execution was not quite all the way there. On the serve for GR Sacred Heart is Maddie Armach. 24-23. Set point here for GR Sacred Heart. Ruckert with the dig. Lay looks to set up Wilshire. It's blocked at the net. They keep it alive. Verlegger looks to dive. There's a whistle. They're going to say point goes to Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. And that'll do set number 1. GR Sacred Heart over Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart. 25-23. What a first set that was. If that's got any indication of what's coming, boy, we're in for a treat in a couple more, possibly 4 more sets between these two outstanding volleyball teams. Time to take a break here on our Gates Drilling and Service intermission report. We'll be back for more Sacred Heart Academy Irish Girls Volleyball right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Weefridge Financial knows it can be incredibly overwhelming to navigate the world of financial planning. With trusted guidance and easy-to-understand advice, you can feel comfortable in your financial future with Weefridge Financial. Weefridge Financial assists people in all stages of life with a specialization in retirement and investment planning. Experience the power of working with an advisor dedicated to your success. Visit WeefridgeFinancial.com, visit them in downtown Mount Pleasant, call or text 989-953-7888. Weefridge Financial, member SIPC. All Seasons Fireworks is a big fan of all the athletes, coaches, officials, and volunteers who make high school sports happen. To make your next event bigger and brighter, stop by All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. Graduations, birthdays, weddings, or a big win become more memorable underneath a night sky lit up by the magic of fireworks. All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. When your team or business needs to look good, don't get left hanging. Call or stop by Hanging by a Thread in Wademan, the official embroiders for the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Hanging by a Thread, a proud supporter of local schools.
GNS Mechanical in Wademan offers service and installation on everything for your home and business. From a simple filter replacement to furnace, central air service, and install, geothermal, and walk-in coolers and freezers. If you have a need, GNS Mechanical has a solution. Learn more at gnsmechanical.com or call 989-644-2106.
Imagine a home that reflects your style. With WW Construction, that dream will become a reality. As a trusted Mid-Michigan builder, WW Construction specializes in builds and remodels that turn ordinary spaces into extraordinary ones. Join the growing family of homeowners who trust WW Construction for quality and craftsmanship. Call WW Construction today at 989-621-2722 to make your dreams a reality.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Volleyball action. The Grand Rapids girls up 1-0 on the Mount Pleasant girls. And why did I say Grand Rapids? Sacred Heart versus Sacred Heart. 14-6-3 Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart Academy versus 18-1 GR Sacred Heart Academy. Grand Rapids girls took set number 1, 25-23. But if you're wondering why the Irish girls are out there in light blue, that's because tonight is Dig for Life night, raising money for the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center. It's one of those nights that things are a little bit bigger than volleyball here. The mission, the vision of the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center is to create a community free of childhood, sexual, and physical abuse and neglect. Committed to providing a safe and welcoming environment that supports children and their families by offering community prevention programs, child forensic interviews, proactive initiatives to address child abuse and neglect. Main man Luke Sawyer was a big part of the board a few years ago. Talked with him about that a bunch when I was doing Mid-Michigan Matter stuff with Buck 92. What they do here in the Mid-Michigan community is a big deal. That's why these girls chose to raise money for this event. That's why the Bird Auction every year raises money for the Child Advocacy Center. And so really cool to see these girls out here battling, but battling for something a little bit bigger. Another big block at the net from Ladyman. Point to the Falcons 1-0. Nice little rally there to start the game. Tell you what, takes some guts to go up, get the hands, get the face at the net when Terwilliger is ready to hammer one home, but Ladyman's had a couple big blocks tonight. Lay looking to set up her teammate. Sweet on the far side. Big play at the net from Terwilliger. That one just kind of came ranging in high above the net, and there not a whole lot of girls are going to go up and get a lot higher than Miss Karis Terwilliger as she hammers that one home. We're tied at 1 apiece here in set number 2. The Falcons lead it 1-0. Ogolini, a little ground ball here. Lay now looking to set up. She goes for the setter dump. Beautiful job. Boutel sends it over, saves it just barely. Chance for Terwilliger to hammer this one home. Blocked and dug out. Now a little setter dump. Great diving stop from Ruckert. Now here on the near side, Novak goes for the hammer. It's dug out by GR Sacred Heart. A great rally right here with both of these teams. Addie Lay looks for the little setter dump. Ugolini now is to set up her teammate. Sent over by Boutel to Verlegger. To Lay looking to set up Terwilliger. She tips it over. Harvey's ready for it. Big play at the net from Ladyman. Diving to try and stop it was Ruckert, but the point will go to GR Sacred Heart. And Reese Ladyman with a big play at the net. And you talk about that Weber Brothers Sawmill timber of the game. Terwilliger has been great at the net for the Irish girls, but for the Falcon girls, Ladyman has been pretty darn solid as well. Great serve here. Ruckert trying to hook up. Novak here on the near side. It's going to be blocked, but it goes directly out of bounds. Point to the Irish girls. Bridget Wiggins checking back in for Novak. It's Verlegger, Lay, Terwilliger, Ruckert, Wiggins, and Predom out there for the Irish girls right now. It's Wiggins on the serve. Ugolini looking to set up her teammate on the far side. Blocked at the net, but the point still going to go to GR Sacred Heart. That falls on the side of the Irish girls and out of bounds. It's one of the toughest plays to tell right there. Girls go up to hammer it at the net. Sometimes it bounces right back and goes out of bounds, but if it hit the blocking team last, it's still going to be a point for those girls, and then it could block and go out of bounds the other way, and it's a point for the other team. And so you boys still learn a whole lot here with the high school volleyball, and man, does it move fast. That point also going to the Falcons. They lead it 4-2 on the serve for GR Sacred Heart is Rogovich. Lay looking to set up Verlegger here on the near side. She hammers that one home for the point. Trying to dig it out was Harvey, but it goes to the back wall. Point serve back to the Irish. Karis Terwilliger now on the serve 4-3. Falcons lead it here in set number 2. They're up 1-0 against these Irish girls. Harvey digs it out. Ugolini looking to set up her teammate. It's Boutel with the kill. Somehow kept alive by the Irish girls. GR Sacred Heart was almost already celebrating. Ladyman with a big play at the net. Terwilliger keeps it alive. Lay keeps it alive. Terwilliger sends it back over. Big time effort from the Irish. Play at the net again on the far side. Verlegger keeps this one alive. To Lay, to Wilshide with the tip over. Ugolini to Harvey. Going to set up Boutel here on the near side. It's blocked by Terwilliger, but it would have been long. Goes out of bounds. Point to the Falcons. What a rally right there between those two schools. And that is what's so fun about volleyball is you think somebody's got the point, and oh no, somehow they have kept it alive. That serve's going to go long. 5-4, Falcons lead the Irish. Lexi Sweet checking back into the game for Sarah Predom. It's Sweet, Wilshide, Verlegger, Ruckert, Wiggins, and Addie Lay out there for the Irish girls. Trailing 4-5 here in set number 2. They trail it 1-0. Here comes the serve from Addie Lay. Ugolini setting up her teammate at the net, and it will be hammered home by Annie Heinlein. Mia Ugolini is the setter for GR Sacred Heart. She does an excellent job making sure she gets her hand on every second ball to set up one of her teammates. It's going to be an ace here from Boutel as she served that one into the absolute perfect spot. The Falcons now up 7-4 here against the Irish in set number 2. Comes a serve from Boutel, the lefty. Addie Lay sets up Wilshide. She just dumps it over. Nice job by Boutel keeping it in front of her. Just a little push over. This time, play for Verlager. It's dug out. Back to the Irish side. Chance for Wilshide to hammer this one home. What a dig there, but nobody's home. That would have smashed Alexa Harvey right in the face if she didn't get her hands up so quickly. It was actually almost a nice set. She did such a good job with it, but there just wasn't anybody else around her to help her make the play. Elena Verlager now on the serve. Now to Jen, Mike, and Jack. He's listening down at Tryon University. Ugolini looks to set up her teammate, and it's a beautiful setup. Hammering it home is Sarah Walsh. I mean, think about that Zaid Batchelder baller of the game, brought to you by our friends at Weefrich Financial. The accolades are going to go to a Sacred Heart Academy Irish girl, but Ugolini, she has been really, really impressive from her setter position. This one will go into the net, making it 8-6. Falcons with the lead over Sacred Heart Academy. Karis Terwilliger checking back into the game for Sierra Wilshide. Ruckert set with the serve here on the near side. Ugolini goes cross court, ground ball there. Dug out by the Irish girls. Verlager sends it over on the push. Ugolini now with a setter dump. Ready for it was Addie Lay. Ruckert now looking to set up Sweet on the far side. What a tip from Lexi Sweet. Two girls were waiting at the net to block her, so she just tipped right over them for the point. 8-7. Falcons with the lead. Ruckert remains on the serve for the Irish girls. Ugolini to the far side, blocked at the net by Sweet. Ugolini sends this one over. Ruckert bumps it high, trying to set up Novak for the hit. Verlager into back row, keeps it alive. Addie Lay, now Novak with the ground ball. Harvey digs it out now. A little missed timing here between Ugolini and Sarah Walsh. Point will go to the Irish. We're back tied 8-8. We're in set number 2. Grand Rapids Sacred Heart won set number 1, 25-23. This Grand Rapids team comes in at 18-1. Boutel, tough time handling that one. Great job by Grand Rapids keeping it alive, but it'll go out of bounds. But still a really good attempt there. That was Boutel. Then it went to Armach and then to Harvey, and they somehow got it across there. Just couldn't keep it in bounds. Great effort there, though, from the girls from GR Sacred Heart. Ruckert with the serve. Ugolini looks to set up her teammate on the far side. It's going to be blocked at the net, but still goes down to the side of the Irish. They keep it alive. Chance on the attack now for Novak. It's going to be blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Point to the Irish. They go up 10-8 here in set number 2. And a best of 5 between these two. We'll call them just academy rivals. Again, GR Sacred Heart, Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart. Ruckert remains on the serve. Right at Boutel. Nice setup there and a big-time smash on the far side there from Catherine Rogovich. Set up absolutely beautifully by Mia Ugolini. So Ugolini wearing number 9 out there for GR Sacred Heart. Again, every time she's able to get her hands on that second touch, it seems like, which is what you want your, or I think you want your setter to do. So we're still learning a whole lot about the volleyball. And you see Addie Lay doing that a bunch as well for the Irish girls. Big block at the net, but it goes out of bounds. Big time smash there from Novak for the point. Sarah Predom back into the game. She replaces Lexi Sweet. Your 5 Irish girls out there. Sarah Predom, Elena Verlager, Ruckert, Terwilliger, Lay, and Novak. Play at the net. Novak tried to make it. It was just falling too fast on her side of the net. Point goes to the Falcons. 11-10 the score. Ugolini on the serve. Ruckert with the dig to Lay, to Terwilliger. Good for the point. And she didn't put the smash on that one. You really get the girls guessing when Karis Terwilliger kind of goes up there. You got 2 girls that you want to have blocking at the net because of the power she provides, but then the vision she has as well. She notices that open spot on the court and makes the defense pay. 12-10 Irish girls in front. Boutel just kind of punches this one over. Lay looking to set up Terwilliger in the middle. She smashes this one. Grand Rapids keeps it alive. Ugolini to Boutel. That'll go long. 13-10, Irish girls in front. Grand Rapids took set number 1, so very, very important for the Mount Pleasant girls here to take set number 2. Bridget Wiggins on the serve for the Irish girls. It's going to be an ace for Wiggins. They go up by 4, 14-10. And that's why you send that float ball, that knuckleball type serve over, because you get in good position, get your hands out if you're playing defense, and boom, it just goes the opposite way on you. You always think about when you see, the beach volleyball and stuff like that, the big-time power serve and everything, but so very often, that's not what the coaches want. A lot of times, that's very hard to control, that big, powerful serve. So if you go out of bounds, it's nothing. You send that float ball over, from what they've told me, it's a little bit like a knuckleball, and so you never know exactly where it's going to go, how it's going to bounce, or anything like that. 14-10, Sacred Heart Irish girls up over the Sacred Heart Falcon girls here in set number 2. Grand Rapids Sacred Heart leads at 1-0. Much love going out to our great sponsors. Barbary Law, Gates Joining Service, Bill's Custom Fab, The Bird All-American Grill, Clark Modular Homes, Weefrich Financial, Woods Household Appliance, Brad Melly Well Drilling, Malley Construction, and we'll keep rolling through as we wait for the timeout to end. J&J Auto, Blackco Pools and Spas, Konwinski Construction, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, ENS Graphics, Mount Pleasant Automotive, and Bryce Updegraff and Joe Wentworth, Pratum Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates. The serve from Wiggins. Tough time handling that one from Ugolini. She kind of falls backwards, but still sets up her teammate nicely. Chance here on the kill for Verlager. She just tips it over. Trying to keep it alive was GR Sacred Heart, but the point will go to the Irish girls. They now lead it by 5 here in set number 2. And I'm still learning a whole lot about high school volleyball, but I got a feeling against a team that's 18-1 like Grand Rapids Sacred Heart, you've got to take advantage of being up by 5 here. Another great serve from Wiggins. She gets the ace. 16-10. Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart Academy goes up. And a nice little run here from Bridget Wiggins. It's happened in the first set as well. Sophomore, excellent on the serve for the Irish girls. 16-10 the score. Addie Lay looking to set up Terwilliger in the middle once again. She powers it home for the point. 17-10. Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart Academy in front on the big-time smash from Karis Terwilliger, our top nominee so far for our Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game. Another great serve from Wiggins. She looks to get another ace, and she'll get it. 18-10. Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart Academy with the lead. And I said it at 15-10 that you got to get this one. And actually, there's going to be a little miscommunication there between the Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Academy players. That's going to be a free point to the Irish girls. It's now 19-10, and Bridget Wiggins got, 6-7 points in a row here now. Sophomore sends it over. Grand Rapids Sacred Heart continuing to have a little bit of a difficult time. It's blocked at the net by Terwilliger. Pushed over by Ugolini. Kept alive. Now GR Sacred Heart with an opportunity. Play at the net. Blocked by Terwilliger, but it's still going to be a point for Ladyman and Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. 19-11 the score. Substitution coming in for Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Academy. Highlands coming into the game replacing Armagh. On the serve for GR Sacred Heart is going to be Rogovich. That one's going to go out of bounds, 20-11. The Irish girls 5 points away from tying things up at 1 set apiece. Karis Terwilliger on the serve for the Irish girls. It's a deep serve. Ugolini trying to set up on the far side. It's going to go cross court, but out of bounds. Point to the Irish girls. Terwilliger will remain on the serve. The Irish girls down 1-0, but up 10 here in set number 2, looking to tie things back up. And the way set number 1 went, it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and saying things started that way here in set number 2. But a big-time run from the Irish girls, and in particular Bridget Wiggins, have got them up 21-11. The Irish girls looking to tie things up at 1 set apiece. Best of 5 between these two squads. And again, you see the Irish girls out there in the light blue, and it might make you a little confused, but it is Dig for Life Night for Sacred Heart Academy. And everything benefits the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center. So if you're in Mount Pleasant, if you hustle down here real fast, you might still be able to get in on this bake sale where I got myself, actually I got some no bakes from the bake sale. I'll make that joke. If you head down here, you can help these Sacred Heart girls raise some funds for the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center. Terwilliger on the serve, 21-11. The Irish girls up here in set number 2. Grand Rapids Sacred Heart leads at 1-0. Ugolini to her teammates, just has to send it over. Addie Lay looking to set up Verlegger here on the near side. She hammers it home, waiting to see if there was a tip or not. The officials kind of getting together, waiting to see. The point will go to Grand Rapids Sacred Heart, as they would say it is not tipped, and that one went long out of bounds on the smash. So that'll make it 21-12. And now the officials are getting together here. Talk about best seat in the house, brought to you by Woods Household. They're standing, but that's definitely the best seat in the house. And so the point will go to the Falcons, 21-12. Here comes the serve from Harvey. Harvey now in the middle of things, looking to set up her teammate. This one's going to go way long for Rogovich, 22-12. The Irish girls 3 points away from tying things up at 1 set apiece and kind of stealing momentum here in this match. Eddie Lay on the serve. Sophomore, kind of say, called up with the injury to Marin Wheaton, who hopefully is back very, very soon. Ugolini just has to pass this one over. Chance for a play at the net for Wilshire. Somehow Grand Rapids keeps it alive. Ugolini back into play. Her teammate sends it over. Ruker to Lay to the near side here for Verlegger for the smash. It's saved by Ugolini. Big play on the far side is going to sail way long on it for Highland. 23-12. One thing I haven't asked coaches about it all, it has me curious. If you're down 23-12, but you're up 1-0, is there a part of you, if you're GR Sacred Heart, that almost wants to just kind of concede this game and move on to the next one? Ugolini's going to bump it over. Addie Lay looks to set up her teammate Wilshire at the net. Smashes this one home, goes back into the net. Point for the Irish girls, 24-12. It is set point for Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart to try and tie things at 1 set apiece. Addie Lay, the sophomore, on the serve for the Irish girls. It's going to be an ace to end set number 2 for Addie Lay. Mount Pleasant takes it 25-12. Yeah, a lot different than set number 1. And again, still new calling the volleyball. Fatigue isn't something that I've really thought about a whole lot when it goes into volleyball. Maybe could be a factor here for GR Sacred Heart. Long bus ride and all that stuff. We're going to take a break here. We are tied at 1 set apiece. Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart, Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. Back with more Irish volleyball right after this.
Value is not just a price. When you buy something for your home, it's an investment. Knowing that you're getting a great deal and service after the sale is priceless. At Woods Household, we only carry quality products for your home at competitive prices. Furniture that is attractive and durable. Comfortable mattresses that last for years. Flooring that stands up to wear and tear. These are all products that last by trusted name brands like FlexSteel, Serta, Whirlpool, and many more. So shop the Woods way.
Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher today or give them a call at 989-317-8582. Malley Construction in Mount Pleasant are experts in residential and commercial construction. From poured walls, flat work, pipe work, and road work, Malley Construction does it all. And they are Michigan Department of Transportation pre-qualified. Malley Construction is family-owned and a proud supporter of local high school sports. Bryce Updegraff with Gradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates thanks the coaches and officials who put in the time to help student athletes achieve their dreams and goals. For all of your real estate needs, the Bryce is right. with Bryce Updegraff. With Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates. 989-620-6595. The Diner, where homemade favorites come to life every day for breakfast and lunch. From fluffy pancakes to savory sandwiches, The Diner has your cravings covered. Discover the perfect blend of comfort food and camaraderie at The Diner. Join them every Friday night till 7 for their famous fish fry. The Diner on North Mission, Mount Pleasant.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
And a big congratulations to Jen Verlegger, the 50-50 winner here tonight, but it looks like she's donating the money back to the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center. So big congratulations to her, and again, shout out to Jack Verlegger, his listening sister, kicked some butt in high school volleyball down at Trine University. We are ready for set number 3. We are tied at 1 set apiece with Sacred Heart Academy and Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. Irish girls will start on the serve with Izzy Ruckert. It's Izzy Ruckert, Elena Verlegger, Addie Lay, Karis Terwilliger, Logan Novak, and Lexi Sweet out there to start things off in set number 3 for the Irish girls. They lost set 1, 25-23, but absolutely blasted Grand Rapids in set number 2, 25-12. Ugolini to the far side. That one's going to go out of bounds. Point to the Irish girls. Mia Ugolini tonight has been very, very impressive for Grand Rapids Sacred Heart, along with Addie Lay, the 2 setters for both these teams, setting up their teammates perfectly at the net. Comes a serve. Play at the net's going to be blocked by Terwilliger. GR keeps it alive. Send it over on the third touch. Novak to Lay. Far side for Sweet. She pushes it to the far corner. What a save out there from GR Sacred Heart. Lay now with a great save. To Ruckert. Novak's just going to have to kind of pass this one back over, and she won't get it over the net. Point will go to the Falcons. We're tied at 1 apiece here in set number 3. Tied at 1 set apiece. On the serve for Grand Rapids Sacred Heart, it's going to be Sarah Walsh. Sends it over, low serve. Addie Lay sent up to Williger. That one's going to go alone for Terwilliger on the hammer. 2-1, Falcons with the lead. And it's set number 3, best of 5 here tonight with these 2 Division IV powerhouses. Mount Pleasant coming this game 14-6-3 in the state semifinals last year. Grand Rapids Sacred Heart coming in at 18-1. Big play at the net for Sweet, but it's blocked. Terwilliger now with a chance for the play. She just tips this one over. Ugolini looking to set up. Lady Man is blocked at the net by Terwilliger. Somehow they keep it alive. Sweet with another block at the net. Diving forward is Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. It's kept alive by Lay. Terwilliger now with a behind-the-back tap. Kept alive by Sacred Heart. Big play to the back row. It's going to be out of bounds. Point to the Irish. Woo-hoo, man. What a rally there between Grand Rapids and Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart. 2-2 is now the score as the point on that one goes to the Irish girls. Freedom on the serve. It's going to be an ace for Sarah Freedom. Diving for that one, trying to get it was Boutel. She was not able to get there. 3-2, Irish girls in front here in set number 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Freedom on the serve with the right hand. Boutel to Ugolini. Hit at the net. Nice diving stop from Verlegger. Nice dig there. Novak for the play at the net. It's going to go into the net, though. Big time dig there from Verlegger to keep it alive. The Irish girls just couldn't get it back across. Yeah, Ugolini on the serve. Verlegger with the dig to Lay, looking to set up Novak here on the near side. She goes across court. It's dug out. Ugolini with the setter dump. Ready for it are the Irish girls. Novak is going to make a play into the net here. Addie Lay, last couple times, hasn't been able to get underneath it for that set, so she has to kind of do the bump, the pass to try and set up one of her teammates. It's not quite as accurate out there. 4-3, Falcons with the lead. Ugolini, the opposite setter on the serve right now. They've both been unbelievable. Talk about Ugolini and Addie Lay. Lay stepping up in a big moment with senior all-sports star Marin Wheaton miss it. Novak comes out of the game. Bridget Wiggins coming back in for her. She'll be on the serve. She's been terrific on that back line this evening for the Irish girls. It's 1 set apiece. We're in set number 3. 4-4 is the score. Lay looking to set up to Williger. She hammers it home for the point. 5-4, Irish girls go in front again. Think about that Weber Brothers Sawmill timber of the game. Whew. To Williger can really drop that hammer. 5-4 is the score. Looking for another ace as Wiggins. Grand Rapids gets us over to be impressive, and they do. Lay now looking to set up her teammate. Terwilliger has to go for the ground ball, but it's in the back corner. Dropped perfectly for Terwilliger. Or pardon me. Yeah, for Terwilliger. I don't know what name I was going there. Terwilliger, Verlegger, those two are going to start ringing together here in this volleyball at some point. 6-4, Irish girls up here in set number 3. Another great serve there from Wiggins. Play at the net for Ladyman. Lay looks to set up Verlegger here on the near side. Hammers it home. What a dig from Ugolini. Pushed over by Grand Rapids. Karis Terwilliger blocked at the net. Big time play from Ladyman. 15 from Grand Rapids Sacred Heart, 14 from Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart. They have been meeting in the middle quite a bit here tonight, and it has been a pleasure to watch going back and forth with Ladyman and Terwilliger. Sacred Heart, local Sacred Heart up 6-5. Verlegger going for the smash, and she'll hammer it home for the point. 7-5 Irish girls in front. And it's set number 2 of possibly 5, or pardon me, set number 3 of possibly 5. These two teams are tied at 1 set apiece, and the Irish girls are up 7-5 here in set 3. It's Karis Terwilliger on the serve. Ugolini to the near side to Boutel. Addie Lay, back row attack now from Karis Terwilliger. Ugolini looking to set up Ladyman. It's dug out by Terwilliger. Verlegger with a nice play over with the push. Now another play for Boutel. That's going to be a cross-court killer. 7-6. On the serve for GR Sacred Heart, it's going to be Alexa Harvey. And they're 18-1 coming into tonight. One of their biggest battles of the year. I'm sure they already think with this battle-tested Irish team. Wilshire. Play at the net. It's blocked, but still ends up on the side of GR Sacred Heart. They keep it alive. Big block at the neck there from Wilshire. Addie Lay with a setter dump. GR Sacred Heart handles it. Play at the net's going to go into the net. We'll give credit to Wilshire with the block as well. Lexi Sweet coming back into the game. It's Lexi Sweet, Sierra Wilshire, Elena Verlegger, Addie Lay, Izzy Ruckert, and Bridget Wiggins out there for the Irish girls. Leading at 8-6 here in set 3. Tied at 1 set apiece. Serve from Addie Lay is a good one. Trying to make a play at the net is GR Sacred Heart. That will be a 4th touch, though. It didn't go over the net, and it was not a bad attempt there by Sarah Walsh. She just kind of was in no man's land, but she decided to make an aggressive play on the ball as opposed to just sending it over with a free ball. I don't mind it at all. Addie Lay on the serve, 9-6. Irish girls up. The first set was 25-23, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Second set, the Irish girls got out in front and ended up dominating, winning 25-12. And so it was 25-23. GR won set number 1. Mount Pleasant winning set number 2 in a much different fashion, 25-12. Irish girls trying to run away with it here in set number 3 as well, up by 4. Play at the net is blocked, but Verlegger keeps it alive. Lay back to Verlegger. What a dig from Ugolini. Boutel to play at the net. Blocked by Verlegger. Point to the Irish girls. 11-6. Mount Pleasant with the lead. Timeout coming from Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. This is a really good timeout. And you see those substitutions coming in and out in volleyball. Says Coach Davis needs those replacement parts. Mount Pleasant Automotive has the replacement parts for your vehicle. And things kind of heating up out there now for the Irish girls. We'll say brought to you by Balatco Pool and Spa. And kind of warm gym right now. I think I could go for the pool a little bit more than the spa right now, but talk to me in a couple weeks. Also shout out to our friends Bryce Updegraff, Joe Wentworth, Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates. Whole lot of real estate out there, kind of more for football and wide open basketball shots, I will say, than volleyball, because there's never really a whole lot of open real estate out there on the volleyball court. Those 6 girls and those 6 zones covering it so fast. 11-6. Sacred Heart Academy of Mount Pleasant in front of Sacred Heart Academy from Grand Rapids. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Coming back out for the Irish girls, it's Lexi Sweet, Sierra Wilshide, Elena Verlegger, Izzy Ruker, Bridget Wiggins, and Addie Lay. It's Ugolini, Walsh, Harvey, Boutel, Highland, and I think a couple others. Ugolini on the serve. It's going to go long, saved by Wiggins, sent over by Wilshire. Dug out, now Ugolini. Far side looking for the hits. Blocked at the net by the Irish girls. Ugolini somehow keeps it alive with a setter push. Or a setter dump, setter push. Might be making up some terms now. Ugolini sends this one over. Great dig from the back row from Wiggins. Play at the net's going to go long for Sweet and out of bounds. But a big-time effort out there from Wiggins. That's another one I have to ask the coaches. I think it's always a dig when you save the big hit, but that was a diving play there. It's now 11-7 on the serve as Boutel. Lay looking to set up her teammate Verlegger. Goes cross court. It's going to go into the stands. Big-time smash there from Elena Verlegger for the point. 12-7. Irish girls in front. Wiggins coming out of the game. Placing her as Novak in the front row. Here comes the serve from Elena Verlegger. Play at the net is going to be a point for Mount Pleasant. Yes! And it was right on the top of the net. It looked like girls from each side got their hands on it. It fell to the side of Grand Rapids. They tried to keep it alive. It ultimately went into the stands. Verlegger on the serve. Once again, it's another really good one. Ugolini tries to get Walsh to the smash. This one is going to be hammered. Goes all the way to the back row. Given effort was Verlegger, but the point goes to the Falcons. And Sarah Walsh has had a few big-time hammers tonight herself. Number 11 for Grand Rapids Sacred Heart when she gets set up with the correct opportunity. Maddie Armott coming into the game for GR Sacred Heart. She'll be on the serve. 13-8, Mount Pleasant with the lead. Make it 14-8 as that one goes right into the net. Again, you go back to set one. Back and forth, back and forth. Set two, the Irish girls ran away with it. 25-12. Trying to do the same here in set number 3. Izzy Ruker on the serve for the Irish girls. Big block at the net from Terwilliger. What a play that was. Try to keep it alive. Now Sacred Heart with an opportunity here. Novak pushes it over. Ugolini with a pass to the far side trying to set up her teammate. Verlegger keeps it alive. Ruker keeps it alive. What a play from Novak. Now it's going to the back row. Grand Rapids has to send it over. Walsh is able to do so. What a rally. Addie Lay looks to set up to Terwilliger. She tips it. Kept alive by Boutel. Now to Ugolini. Opportunity here for the Irish girls. Ruker looking to set up Sweet on that far side. She tips it over. What a job by Walsh. Set her dump. Read perfectly by the Irish girls, but they can't send it back over. The point will go to Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. Oh, my goodness. What action there with these two schools. 14-9 is now the score. Sarah Walsh on the serve for GR. Verlegger to Addie Lay. Back to Verlegger with a back row attack. Ugolini with the setter dump. Nice job by Ruker to keep it alive. Play for Terwilliger at the net. She tips it over. Boutel keeps it alive. To Ugolini to the far side. It's blocked. Ruker looks to push it over. They're going to say somebody went into the net. Point will go to the Falcons. Again, we're in set number 3. Tied at 1 set apiece. The Irish girls are in front 14-10. Sarah Walsh on the serve for the Irish girls. That's going to go long. 15-10. Sarah Preedom coming into the game for the Irish girls, replacing Lexi Sweet. It's Preedom, Verlegger, Ruker, Novak, Lay, Terwilliger out there for the Irish girls. Ugolini to the far side. Nice job keeping alive by the Irish girls. Sent over with the left hand from Terwilliger. Play at the net. Big time block from Karis Terwilliger. Again, her and Reese Ladyman, it has been a battle at the net all night long. But nothing like that big block kill. Bill's custom fabrication of the night type stuff there. 16-10, Irish girls in front. Ruckert with the dig. To Lay, looking to set up Novak here on the near side. Somehow dug out by Grand Rapids. Setter dump. Red. Lay. Setter dump of her own. Good for the point. 17-10. Irish girls go in front. Against a team that's 18-1, you get up by this 7-8 points here late. You gotta make it count. Serve from Predom. Ugolini looks for the setter dump. What a play there at the net from Mia Ugolini. Kind of a no-look setter dump there for the point. She's now on the serve for the Falcons. 17-11 is the score. Sends this one over. What a serve. It kind of just barely scraped the top of the net. Difficult to deal with. It will be an ace. 17-12. Irish on top of the Falcons. Ugolini still on the serve. Verlegger with the dig. Caddy late. Terwilliger set up now. It's going to be just long. Point will go to the Falcons. Ugolini remains on the serve. It's now 17-13. A little bit of a comeback here for the Falcons. We're tied at one set apiece. Set number 3. Starting to get very interesting. Another great serve there. It's going to go into the back wall. 17-14. Timeout. Sacred Heart Academy. It was 17-10 here in set 3. It's now 17-14. 4 straight points with Ugolini on the serve for Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Academy. We will keep things right here. And thanks to more of our fantastic sponsors that make it possible for me to be here. Broadcasted 102 games last year. Hoping to do as many or even more this year. And all those podcasts are rolling out like crazy too. Follow the SoundCloud. Follow Mid-Michigan Sports Network on SoundCloud. And Facebook is kind of the home to where you can find links to anything and everything. Games on Facebook and YouTube. And you can find links to all the old stuff. Everything is archived through MidMichiganSportsNetwork.com and the YouTube and SoundCloud channels. We're coming to you live from the Barbary Law Studios, built by Konowinski Construction. Also love to Brad Malley, Well Drilling, Woods Household Appliance, Leafrich Financial, Clark Modular Homes, Gates Drilling and Service, Bill's Custom Fab, Blockco Pools and Spas, J&J Auto, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, along with our friends at Gates Drilling and Service. Also shout out to Nick Holton and the crew, ENS Graphics. She's got some sweet footballs, basketballs. We hand out this basketball season and this football season to some youngsters that are having a great time, playing in the backcourt with those. That is going to be a point that did hit the floor for Terwilliger and the kill on the tip over. 18-14, the Irish girls in front. And Bridget Wiggins is coming in on the serve. She has been a killer higher on the back line tonight. It's another really good serve. They kind of have to pass this one backwards. Free ball opportunity here for the Irish girls. Play at the net for Terwilliger. Hammers it home. It's in. 19-14. Big time smash there from Karis Terwilliger. As I say, Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game, who's been the biggest factor at the net. It's been Terwilliger. It's been Sweet. It's been Verlegger for the Irish girls. Comes the next serve from Wiggins. That's another really good one. Play right at the net. It's going to be kept alive by Addie Lay. Actually, they're going to say the point goes to the Irish. Into the net went Grand Rapids. 20-14. 6-point advantage. Bridget Wiggins continues to make it happen from the back line. Here comes the sophomore with her next serve. This one's a really good one once again. Ugolini can't set it. She just has to pass it to her teammate. But what a pass it is, and what a play from Rogovich on the far side, going cross court right into the middle where there was nobody for Sacred Heart, Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart. 20-15, the Irish girls on top of the Falcons. Here comes the serve from Rogovich. Lay looking to set up her teammate. It's a little off. Terwilliger still able to send it over. Play for Boutel. Blocked at the net by Verlegger and Terwilliger. Ruckert to Lay. Setting up Terwilliger. She hammers it home. No play to be made. 21-15. Irish girls in front. Remember, they went down 1-0, 25-23, and then dominated set number 2, winning it 25-12. They're up 21-15 here. Karis Terwilliger on the serve. It's going to be an ace. Diving for the dig was Alexa Harvey. She gave it all she had, but it sent the ball flying out of bounds. Point to the Irish girls. Another timeout coming from Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Academy here in set number 3, 22-15. The Irish girls in front looking to take control. You think, how big would this win be here tonight, missing one of your top players, your senior setter, Miss Marin Wheaton? So you get the W without her. You're going to feel really, really good about things going forward. Similar to, high school football team, you want to have more than one quarterback you feel comfortable with going out there. Very same could be said for the setter position in high school volleyball. You want more than one girl you feel comfortable with setting up all of your teammates out there. Addie Lay has done a fantastic job this evening for the Irish girls stepping into that role. 22-15 is the score. We're tied at 1 set apiece. The Irish girls looking to go up 2-1 on Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. Again, they come in at 18-1 on the year. Terwilliger, ready back on the baseline. Sends it over. Ugolini looking to set up her teammate here on the near side. Boutel. Dug out by a couple Irish girls kind of bumping into each other out there on the back row was Sarah Predom and Karis Terwilliger. 22-16 is the score. On the serve is the libero, Alexa Harvey. Play here on the near side for Verlager. She sends it over. Ugolini digs it out. Ruckert with the dig now on the Mount Pleasant side. Another play for Verlager. Nice play from Ugolini. Boutel sends it over with the left hand. Ruckert just kind of has to push this one over. Ugolini looks to set up her teammate at the net. It's Boutel, dug out by Wiggins in the back row. Wiggins now sends this one over the back row attack. It's just going to miss the back corner. 22-17 the score. It's Woolshide, it's Lay, it's Ruckert, it's Wiggins, it's Verlager out there along with Predom right now. Play at the net for Woolshide. It's blocked at the net by Walsh. Big time block from Sarah Walsh for Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. Score is 22-18. Get a feeling if Grand Rapids can come back and win this set, it's going to garner them a lot of momentum. And if you're Mount Pleasant, you hang on to win here. You're up 2-1. You've won 2 in a row. Nice dig there on the big-time smash from Verlager. Beautiful play to the back row. I believe that was Ugolini with the dump to the back corner. It's now 22-19. We're going to have a timeout coming from Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart Academy now. As this third set turning into a doozy. The Irish girls were up, 18-10 not all that long ago. Maybe not quite up that far, 17-10 maybe. But neither of these teams can really separate all that far from each other, except for going back to set number 2 when the Irish girls ran away with it. Again, part of me wonders, if you go over at Grand Rapids Sacred Heart, was there a part of that team that just said, you know what, we need to let this set number 2 go and come out for set number 3, and this one has been a little bit more back and forth. But the Irish girls still hold the advantage right now, 22-19, they lead it. Again, you win this one, you're now going to be up 2-1. You have won 2 sets in a row against this 18-1 GR Sacred Heart squad. More love going out. Martinez Lawn Care, Bogwai Banga and Bradley, Powell Frame and Collision, Dick Sova Auto Sales, Brickner and Bunkner Insurance Group, Block Electric, The Diner, WW Construction, All Seasons Fireworks, Pier Plumbing, hanging by a thread along with GNS Mechanical. Matter of fact, right now, if you go to Dick Sova Auto Sales, they got a pretty much brand new Ranger 2024 XLT. It only has 2,000 miles on it, and it's only $42,995. Point goes to Sacred Heart Academy there. And so, yeah, a 2024 XLT Ranger, only 2,000 miles. Yeah, 2,000 miles gets you about $20,000 off. Dick Sova Auto Sales. Go talk Tanner, Trevor, and the crew there and tell them I sent you in for that Ranger. Here comes the serve from Addie Lay. And miscommunication there from the Falcons. It's going to be an ace for Lay, 24-19. It's now set point for Sacred Heart Academy. Here we go. Addie Lay standing on the baseline for basketball, heading up to the baseline for volleyball as she sends away this serve. Looking to close out set number 2. It's going to go out of bounds. The serve will go back to the Falcons. 24-20 is the score. On the serve is going to be Gianna Boutel. She's been good with that left hand tonight. Very crafty out there. Addie Lay to Wilshire. Sends it over with a ground ball. Far side attack. Dug out by Wiggins. Lay to Wilshire. Looking for the kill, and she'll get it. 25-20. The Irish girls take set number 2, and they have now taken 2 consecutive from 18-1. Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Academy. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with set number 4. Can the Irish close it out, or will we go to a deciding set number 5? Irish girls lead the Falcon girls of Grand Rapids Sacred Heart 2-1, heading to set number 4. We'll be back after a break. More Irish volleyball right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Value is not just a price. When you buy something for your home, it's an investment. Knowing that you're getting a great deal and service after the sale is priceless. At Woods Household, we only carry quality products for your home at competitive prices. Furniture that is attractive and durable. Comfortable mattresses that last for years. Flooring that stands up to wear and tear. These are all products that last by trusted name brands like FlexSteel, Serta, Whirlpool, and many more. So shop the Woods way.
Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher today or give them a call at 989-317-8582. Malley Construction in Mount Pleasant are experts in residential and commercial construction. From poured walls, flat work, pipe work, and road work, Malley Construction does it all. And they are Michigan Department of Transportation pre-qualified. Malley Construction is family-owned and a proud supporter of local high school sports. Bryce Updegraff with Gradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates thanks the coaches and officials who put in the time to help student athletes achieve their dreams and goals. For all of your real estate needs, the Bryce is right with Bryce Updegraff. With Gradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-620-6595. The Diner, where homemade favorites come to life every day for breakfast and lunch. From fluffy pancakes to savory sandwiches, The Diner has your cravings covered. Discover the perfect blend of comfort food and camaraderie at The Diner. Join them every Friday night till 7 for their famous fish fry. The Diner on North Mission, Mount Pleasant.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Here we go. Set number 4. Grand Rapids, Mount Pleasant. The Irish girls up 2-1. Looking to knock off the 18-1 Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Academy Falcons. Chris Spockman here with you solo tonight. Be myself, Adam Gursky, tomorrow night in Shepherd for 3-1 Shepherd versus 3-1 Midland Bullock Creek. Friday Night Lights action. We'll have updates from all the other games as well. Mount Pleasant taking on Bay City Central. Sacred Heart at East Jordan. Beale City taking on Houghton Lake, as well as Clare taking on Ogama Heights, and Ithaca battling Hemlock. Nice dig from Ruker, but they're actually going to say the Irish girls went into the net, I believe was the call there. Point will go to the Falcons. For your GR Sacred Heart, my opinion, Sarah Walsh on the serve. This set has got to start off good for you. The Irish girls haven't necessarily ran away with the last one. I guess they did run away with set number 2, but had a lot of momentum now going into set number 4, winning 2 consecutive sets. Back row attack there for Boutel's dug out by the Irish girls. Play it from kind of mid-row, I'll say, from Novak's going to go into the net. Falcons go up 2-0 here in set number 4. The Irish girls lead it 2-1. GR took set 1, 25-23. Mount Pleasant took set 2, 25-12, and set 3, 25-20. Lay looking to set up her teammate here on the near side. Nice dig from Boutel. Now sent over on the second touch from Ugolini. Now a chance for Sweet to make a play. Touch over is going to go out of bounds. Not seeing it. I thought we might see an argument saying that it was tipped, but nothing coming from Mount Pleasant. 3-0. GR Sacred Heart in front. Bolsh on the serve. Ruker to Lay. Far side, Lexi Sweet sends it over. Play at the net. It's going to be passed over this time by Grand Rapids. Play for Terwilliger. It's blocked at the net, out of bounds. Big time block from Ladyman. Again, her and Terwilliger have hammered it home a few times on each other and have blocked each other big time at the net. Those two have got to be, right now, just kind of having a tremendous amount of respect for each other across the net. Here comes the serve from Predom. It's a good one. It's going to be an ace for Sarah Predom. And that's big right there. 3-2. Irish girls back in it. If you're Sacred Heart, the last thing you want to do is send this to set number 5. Here comes the serve from Predom. Ugolini looks to set up her teammate on the far side. It's actually going to go over the net. Into the net on the far side goes Rogovich, but not really one of the very first mistakes we've seen from Mia Ugolini on the night. She's been terrific from her setter position. That one, not so great as it kind of just got sent over the net. On the far side, it's going to go into the net once again for Rogovich. And she tried going up for the big-time smash. His timing wasn't there. That's the one thing. Between the setter and the hitter, you got to just have that timing down absolutely perfect. This one's going to go off the arm of Boutel. She keeps it alive. Then a smash to the back row. It's going to be just long with a point going to the Falcons. Give a ton of credit out there to Gianna Boutel. That first initial serve hit her in the arm, but it stayed in bounds. So big-time adjustment there from Boutel. Ugolini now on the serve. Lay looking us up to Terwilliger at the net. It's going to go over the net. Kind of hit a couple times by GR Sacred Heart, so the point goes to the Irish, 5-4. Coming in is Bridget Wiggins. She'll replace Logan Novak. It's Wiggins, Ruckert, Predom, Terwilliger, Verlegger, and Lay out there for the Irish girls. Ugolini looking to set up her teammate at the net. It's powered home, but out of bounds. Point to the Irish. There's a big-time smash on the far side from Grand Rapids, just out of bounds. Comes a serve now from Wiggins. It's going to go out of bounds. 6-5 our score. Grand Rapids will now be back on the serve. And you see it there on the scoreboard. 6-5 Irish with the lead, up 2-1. You also have been watching, you see the score in the title, 14-6-3 versus 18-1. These are two teams that could see each other very deep in the Division IV volleyball tournament. Play at the net, sent over. What a play there from Boutel for the kill. We are tied at 6 apiece here in set number 4. Catherine Rogovich on the serve. Ruckert with the dig to Lay, looking to set up her teammate Verlegger. It's blocked at the net. Keeping it alive is Ladyman. It's going to have to be sent over here. Chance for Terwilliger to go up. Is Terwilliger and Ladyman both at the net once again. Both with their hands on the volleyball. Almost luck rather than skill as they both go up there. It was mistimed a little bit maybe by Terwilliger. The point will go to the Falcons. Here comes the serve. Lay looking to set up Terwilliger once again. She goes with the left hand this time. Big time switch up there from Terwilliger. She still shows a whole lot of power with that left hand. We're tied at 7 apiece here in set number 4. Our Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game, Terwilliger, continues to perform just fantastic. She'll get the ace there as well. Start to think about our Weefrich Financial Zeta Batchelder baller of the game. Terwilliger right now kind of penciling herself in, I will joke. Here comes the serve from the junior all-sports star. It's going to be right at the net. Ugolini now going to send this one over. Wiggins there. Back to Verlegger looking for the play at the net. It's going to go into the net. We're tied at 8 apiece. Couple quick substitutions. Izzy Ruckert coming into the game for Karis Terwilliger. It's Lay, Woolscheid, Ruckert, Verlegger, Wiggins, and the aforementioned Predom out there. Free ball opportunity here for Ugolini and Sacred Heart from Grand Rapids. It's going to go into the net. Mistimed on the far side from Annie Highland. 9-8. Irish girls in front. Set number 4, leading it 2-1. Sophomore Addie Lay on the serve for the Irish girls. Starting back at the basketball baseline and moving up to the volleyball line. Sends it over. Ground attack there. Ruckert keeps it alive to Wiggins. Now play for Verlager at the net. It's going to be a big-time kill for Verlager. It may have been long, but Rogovich had to go after it. She was the last line of defense. 10-8 Irish girls in front here in set number 4. Addie Lay remains on the serve. Out there with Wiggins, Ruckert, Verlager, Sweet, and Woolshot. That one's going to go just long, 10-9. Kind of similar to set number 1 where neither team could really break apart from each other. Set number 2, the Irish girls won it going away, and not going away, but just going in set number 3. 25-12 in set 2, 25-20 in set 3. That one's going to go into the net. Point to the Irish girls, 11-9. Novak back into the game. It's Verlager on the serve. And big shout out to Jen Verlager. She won the 50-50 here tonight. Donated it all back to the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center. Big time hit at the net. It's going to go long, though. Point to the Irish, 12-9. Verlager ready to tee it off again on the serve. Sends it over with the right hand. Perfectly down the line. Play on the far side. It's blocked at the net. Woolshide then keeps it alive. Addie Lay to Sweet. To the back row. That one's going to go out of bounds towards the Irish bench. Another point for the Irish, and starting to really make a whole lot of noise over here as the student section from Sacred Heart Academy. They will not stop clapping, stop rooting on their team. It seems to be working a bit here, 13-9. As I say that, a little bit of the broadcaster's jinx as that one goes long for Verlager. 13-10 is our score. We're in set number 4. On the serve is Maddie Armach. Sends it over with the jump in the right hand. Pushed over this time by Novak. Ugolini with the little setter dump with the left hand. Addie Lay now looking to set up Woolshot. She just has to pass it over. Ugolini to the far side. Blocked at the net. Point will go to the Irish. Rogovich had a big-time hit there, but it was blocked on the far side. Woolshide, Sweet, Novak right now on the front line for the Irish girls, making it happen. Terwilliger comes back into the game. Ruckert is on the serve for the Irish girls as they look to take control here in set number 4. They're up 2-1, leading 14-10 with the libero senior Izzy Ruckert on the serve. Nice dig from Verlager. Addie Lay now looking to set up Lexi Sweet. This one goes high into the air. Kept alive by Ugolini. Verlager with the dig. Lay setting Novak once again. Cross court it goes. Somehow kept alive. Ugolini passed across. Blocked at the net by Terwilliger. Ugolini keeps it alive. Now she'll send it over with a ground ball. Play at the net for Novak. She tips this one over. Walsh to Ugolini. Play at the net. Terwilliger goes up. Hammers it home. Woo! Harvey got her hands on it, but there was too much smoke on that volleyball from Karis to Terwilliger. It's 15-10, Irish girls in front. Ruckert on the serve. At the net, Ugolini goes for a little dump with the left hand. She'll get the point as well. 15-11 is the score. Ladyman checking back into the ball game, replacing Alexa Harvey for Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. It'll be Sarah Walsh on the serve for the Falcons. Nice dig from Verlager. Addie Lay tips it back to Terwilliger. She hammers it home with the big right hand hammer. 16-11, Irish girls in front. And you can now, they got to feel it right now. You won your last 2 sets. You're now up 5 here in set 4. Start to wonder maybe you're going to see a timeout from Grand Rapids Sacred Heart at any point here soon. Lay looking to set up Novak here on the near side. Nice dig from Boutel. Little tip over from Lay on the setter dump. Irish go up 17-11. And I'll say it again. This Grand Rapids Falcons team came in at 18-1. The Irish girls now up 17-11, up 2-1. Ugolini to the far side for Rogovich. Point goes to the Irish. 18-11, Sacred Heart in front. Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart in front. Timeout coming from Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. They know they've got to make it happen right now. Otherwise, things are going to slip away. You get down by 7 points in a volleyball set. That is a huge deal. You cannot let this get to 20-11 if you're the Falcons. And you don't expect to get it all back, but, kind of like they say in high school basketball, you need to get it to 10 by the end of the quarter. Before the Irish get to point 19, you need to get yourself to 14, 15 before you can give up another point in this set, in my opinion, if you're GR Sacred Heart. And again, your boy's still doing a whole lot of learning when it comes to the high school volleyball action. Tomorrow night, big-time game in Shepherd, Friday Night Lights. 3-1 Shepherd Blue Jays, 3-1 Midland Bullet Creek. Go on the air around 6:30 or so. Hall of Fame night there as well with Walt Berry, Shepherd Hall of Fame committee. Here comes the serve from Freedom. And a chance for a free ball here. That's a nice send-over on the third ball from Walters. Play at the net for Terwilliger. It's blocked. She keeps it alive. To Verlegger. To Freedom. Point will go to the Falcons. That's, as I said, if you're Grand Rapids, you got to get 2 or 3 points here before you give up anything else to Sacred Heart. It's 18-12. Ugolini's on the serve. Touched in the front by Terwilliger. Now sent over by Novak. Ugolini for Ladyman. She hammers it home. 18-13. Mount Pleasant still in front here in set number 4. Ugolini remains on the serve. Mount Pleasant up 2-1. Looking to close it out here in set number 4. Grand Rapids hoping to send it to a 5th and final deciding set. Novak, big play at the net's blocked, but the Irish get the point as Grand Rapids can't keep it alive. 19-13. And it's going to be scary right now if you're Grand Rapids and you look across, because there's Bridget Wiggins, who has been unbelievable tonight from that back line. When I think about that Zaid Batchelor baller of the game brought to you by Weefrich Financial, the big plays from Terwilliger, it's hard not to think about those. Addie Lay did a great job from her setter position as well in a big spot as she sets up Terwilliger here once again. Terwilliger goes for the tip. Grand Rapids sends it over, tipped at the net by Terwilliger, and that ends up being to the advantage of Grand Rapids as they get the point, 19-14. I think if you're Coach Davis, you want Terwilliger to do that every time. If you can get your hands on the ball at the net as it's coming over, more times than not, it's going to work out in your favor. That time just did not. Nice serve. Verlegger with the dig. Big-time smash from Terwilliger all the way to the back row as she continues to hammer it home when she's set up nicely. It's 20-14, and Terwilliger is now on the serve. What a smash. Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game. Builds custom fabrication of the game stuff there. Ugolini looking to set up Boutel. It's going to go wide. 21-14. The Irish girls 3 points away from match point against 18-1 Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. Terwilliger with the serve. Ladyman to Ugolini. Sent over by Boutel. Nice dig out there from Wiggins. Little tip over from Verlegger's good. 22-14. Beautiful play there from the sophomore Elena Verlegger. Terwilliger remains on the serve. Ugolini tips it back to Ladyman. She sends it over. Chance for the Irish girls to set it up here. Verlegger going for the big hits. Blocked at the net. Kept alive by Wiggins. Back row attack from from Terwilliger. She hammers it home again. This time from the back row. 23-14. Irish in front. Timeout coming from Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Academy. Our Bird All-American Grill post-game show. Be hopefully catching up with head coach Krista Davis. Talk a little bit about, just why this night is a little bit bigger than volleyball and the Dig for Life night. And that I've talked to you about what the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center is all about here this evening. Trying to provide resources for families, children, men affected by verbal, sexual abuse, or neglect. And the goal of the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center, their vision is to create a community free of childhood, sexual, and physical abuse and neglect. And I think that's something we can all agree on. So Dig for Life night. Been big time no matter what, but the Irish girls now with a chance to win it here. They're up 23-14 in set 4. Ugolini looks to set up a teammate. It's dug out by the Irish girls. Verliger now with a chance to make a play. Ugolini to the far side. This one's going to go into the net. Just missed timing the jump out there a bit for Grand Rapids Sacred Heart Academy was Annie Highland. It is now a match point for the Irish girls. They lead at 24-14 over 18-1. Grand Rapids Sacred Heart up 2-1. Will it be an ace for Twilliger? Almost sent over. Play for Wilshide at the net. Kept alive. No, it won't be. That'll do it. Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart takes out 18-1 Grand Rapids Sacred Heart. They are now 18-2 on the year, and that's a big win for the Irish girls because this is a team that you could see later this year come NCAA tournament time, come MHSAA tournament time. 25-14 in set number 4. The Irish girls win it 3-1. Grand Rapids took set 1 25-23, and then the Irish girls really took over, outscoring Grand Rapids Sacred Heart 46-75 in the next 3 sets, winning 25-12, 25-20, and 25-14. Shout out to Jen Bukovich. I'm pretty proud of that math I was able to do on the fly right there. We're going to take a break here. We're going to come back with your Bird All-American Girl postgame show to put a bow on this one. Your Irish girls win it 3-1 over GR Sacred Heart on Dig for Life night. Back with more Bird All-American Girl postgame show all right after this.
Hi, I'm attorney Joe Barbary. Just like doctors specialize in areas of medicine, at Barbary Law, we specialize in getting you the best possible results. If you've been injured by someone else's negligence, you owe it to yourself and your family to call our legal team. At Barbary Law, we focus on one thing, and that's getting you the compensation you deserve. Every case we take personally.
My attorney is Joe Barbary. He can be yours too.
Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant Automotive on Mission has been serving local auto shops and do-it-yourselfers since 1988. Mount Pleasant Automotive is locally owned and carries all the auto part, car care products, and auto maintenance supplies you will need. Visit them online at mtpleasantautomotive.com. Mount Pleasant Automotive, caring for our cars and our local student athletes. Bogwai Banga and Bradley on Main Street in Mount Pleasant provides uncompromising integrity when providing tax and accounting services to individuals and small businesses in the Mid-Michigan area. Bogwai Banga and Bradley has an expert CPA ready to help you, whether you're an individual that needs help with taxes or a business that needs help with, well, just about everything. Bogwai Banga and Bradley is a leader in the community and a proud supporter of local high school sports. Visit them online at bwbpc.com or stop into their office on Main Street in downtown Mount Pleasant. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes, working hard and showing pride for our community. For all of your real estate needs, go with Joe. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-817-1291. Martinez Lawn Care, just like our local football teams, can keep your yard looking good deep into fall, and we all know winter is coming. Call now to get on their snow plowing schedule. Find Martinez Lawn Care on Facebook or call them at 989-317-5536. Brickner and Bunker Farm Bureau Insurance Group is Mid-Michigan's #1 team for protecting what matters most to you. Home, auto, life, farm, business. They offer a wide variety of coverage at affordable rates with the customer service of a best friend. Visit Brickner and Buckner Farm Bureau Insurance Group on Pickard Road or visit them online at bricknerbunkerinsurance.com.
Welcome back inside our Barbary Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction, and our Bird All-American Girl post-game show. You see the girls huddled up right now, and you see them holding a bunch of stuff. They're drawing names right now for the raffles of people who won some sweet prize baskets, including some fire-up chip baskets, some volleyball stuff, and everything here tonight is benefiting the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center. This was the Irish girls' Dig for Life game. They do it every year for volleyball, raising money for a local charity, and it's such a cool thing that Coach Krista Davis does with her girls, kind of show them of there's so much more going on beyond volleyball, beyond basketball, beyond football, and it's so important to support things like the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center. But I've said it a bunch of times, what their vision is, I don't think there's a better way to say it. The vision of the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center is to create a community free of childhood, sexual, and physical abuse and neglect. And I think if we could do that, everybody would be in a much happier, a much better place. And I'm going to get super deep and super real here. And, you know, when stuff happens later on in life, a lot of that stuff can be traced back to the trauma that the kids suffered when they were growing up. And so Isabella County Child Advocacy Center provides so many resources to make sure that stuff doesn't happen. And then in the really unfortunate case that it does happen, they provide forensic interviews for the child. It's just such an important thing that they do at the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center. In just a moment, we'll be catching up with head coach Krista Davis from able to see if Lauren Ruckert, assistant coach, can join us here. And so we're going to send it out to one more quick commercial break here. Are you coming up? All right, Lauren's actually coming up right now, so we won't have to send it out to another commercial break. We'll be joined by Miss Lauren Ruckert here in just a moment, who actually works at the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center. And the first thing I want to ask you about, Lauren, thank you so much for joining me. And don't worry, we're not going to flip the camera around or anything. It'd be a really close shot of us if we did, too. But thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And the first thing I want to ask you, how long have you been working at the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center for?
I've only been there since January. I just graduated last year from college and moved back to Mount Pleasant. So,
for these girls to choose your new place of work, how much did that mean to you? And again, what they do is incredible. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to talk about, for you personally, these girls choosing your place of work, because it's been Angel Wings a bunch. There's been some other great charities as well, but for them to choose yours, how special was that for you?
it was really special. I know, like, after competing for years in Dig for Life myself, like, how many great organizations there are to pick from. So it was really special for these girls, like, especially because my younger sister's a senior on the team. So for them to go ahead and pick me, it just meant the world to, like, us and my coworkers and everyone at the center.
Yep. Who's better at volleyball, you or your sister?
My sister.
You're not afraid to admit it?
I'll say I coached her all throughout since she was, like, in first grade.
So that's why she's good.
That's why.
Yeah. And I went to the website, and I felt like there wasn't a better thing to say about the Isabella County Child Advocacy Center than your ultimate goal is to create a community free of childhood, sexual, physical abuse, and neglect.
Absolutely.
That's the ultimate goal.
It is.
God bless it. We're never going to get there probably because unfortunate things happen all the time. But the other thing I talked about is when that unfortunately does happen, you guys are there for the kids, for the parent. You know, you're there for everybody with the forensic interviews and different stuff like that. And bringing the kid into a safe environment, people don't realize how important that is. Talk about how you guys do that a little bit if you can.
Yeah, so like you said, we provide, our facility is a very, like, welcoming facility. So the kid comes in, meets with our interviewer. She's really great at talking to them, just getting them really comfortable. So that way the kid never has to go to, like, the police station and give an interview there. So it's all very welcoming. We just got a bunch of new toys for our family room, so they get to come in, and then as our multidisciplinary team is in a different room, so that's separate, so they never have to see the police officer or anything if they don't want to.
Yep.
So very comfortable.
That's something that probably holds a lot of kids back.
Absolutely.
You know, what's that first call? You're going to call 911? No, well, you might get a resource in school that gets you pointed to the Child Advocacy Center where they're just going to feel much more comfortable talking about that kind of thing. And the thing I brought up right before you jumped on with me that I hate to say, but we look at those serious crimes that are committed by adults. A lot of times you go back and look, and again, there's other things that can happen, but a lot of times it's related to childhood trauma that they've suffered from, isn't it?
It definitely is, and And it's that cycle. Like 92% of the victims know their abuser, so it just happens to follow them around. So we're really fighting back at that cycle that we have.
Yep. And last thing I'll kind of let you do here, if anybody wants to get involved in Isabella County Child Advocacy Center, how do they go about doing so?
So they can one, like you said, our website. A lot of our stuff is on there, but we're also really active on Facebook. A lot of our events we post right on there. They can find me on the website. I'm the community engagement manager, so they can go ahead and shoot me an email, and I'm happy to sit down and talk about ways they can get involved with us.
Yep. So if anybody's got an event going on in the Mid-Michigan area, you want to know about it, you guys want to be there with the Child Advocacy Center.
Yes, we do.
Yep. Lauren, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And my player of the game, Isaiah Batchel, their baller of the game, Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game, kind of the big player at the net. It was Karis.
Karis was amazing.
And Addie was really great stepping in for Marin as well from her for her center position. Actually, I'm starting to get to learn more and more. For them, number 9, Mia, she was their setter was all over the place too.
She was.
All right, because I actually went up to her and says, "I think I learned more about volleyball. You were really good tonight." So I was impressed by her, but. 18-2 they now are. You guys knocked off a really, really good team. I said a few times, imagine Coach Davis said after that first set, you guys, we could see this team way later down the road, and so let's go out and give it to them. You guys were able to take those final 3 sets. The reverse sweep, is that what that's called, or does that have to go 2, then 3?
It has to go 2, then 3.
All right, hey, I'm learning. Yep. Laura, thank you so much for joining me, and congratulations. A great night, Dig for Life event, Isabella County Child Advocacy Center. I almost want to drop the CC there, kind of a thing. So, but thanks for joining me here in our Bird All-American Grill post-game show, and go celebrate with your team, and go celebrate a great night for the Child Advocacy Center. Chris Bachman sign off till tomorrow night here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, when we'll be back with high school football action. 3-1 Shepherd, 3-1 Midland Bullitt Creek. We'll have updates from all